The money habits that quietly build wealth. When people imagine becoming wealthy, they often picture something dramatic, a massive business success, a winning investment, a huge promotion, a life-changing opportunity, or a sudden financial breakthrough that changes everything overnight. But if you study people who quietly build wealth over decades, a very different picture begins to appear. Their lives usually aren't filled with dramatic financial moments. Instead, they're filled with ordinary habits, small decisions, simple routines, consistent actions. The kind of actions most people overlook because they don't seem exciting. And that's exactly what makes them so powerful. Because wealth is rarely built by one extraordinary decision. It's usually built by thousands of ordinary decisions repeated over many years. Today we're talking about the money habits that quietly build wealth. Habits that don't attract attention. Habits that don't go viral.
Habits that don't look impressive on social media, but habits that can completely transform someone's financial future. Let's begin. Part 1. They give every dollar a purpose. One of the first habits wealthy people develop is intentionality. They don't simply wonder where their money went every month. They decide where it goes before they spend it. Every dollar has a job. Some dollars pay bills. Some dollars build investments. Some dollars create opportunities. Some dollars provide enjoyment. Nothing happens by accident, because money without direction usually disappears. Money with a purpose usually creates progress. This simple habit changes everything. Instead of reacting to money, they begin directing it. Part 2. They pay themselves first. Most people wait until the end of the month to save, if anything is left. The problem? There's rarely much left. Wealth builders reverse the order. The moment income arrives, a portion goes toward the future. Savings, investments, assets. Only after that do they decide what can be spent. This habit doesn't require perfection. It requires consistency. Because paying yourself first means your future gets funded before your lifestyle expands. And over decades, that one habit can create an enormous difference. Part 3. They live below their means. This habit sounds boring, which is probably why so many people ignore it. Living below your means doesn't necessarily mean living without joy. It means creating space. Space between what you earn and what you spend. That space becomes savings, investments, financial flexibility, freedom. Without that space, even a high income can disappear quickly. With that space, even an average income can slowly build meaningful wealth. Part 4. They think in years, not weeks. Most financial decisions are made with today's emotions. Wealth builders often think differently. Before making purchases, they ask themselves, will this decision still make sense 5 years from now? That single question changes behavior. It shifts attention away from immediate gratification toward long-term value. Because wealth rewards patience, not urgency. And long-term thinking often leads to better financial decisions. Part 5. They buy assets before luxuries. Many people reward themselves first and invest later. Wealth builders often reverse the order. They focus on acquiring assets, investments, businesses, income-producing opportunities, ownership.
Only after building a stronger financial foundation do they begin increasing lifestyle. This doesn't mean they never enjoy money. It means they let assets support the lifestyle instead of asking future income to do all the work. Part 6. They avoid lifestyle inflation. As income grows, many people automatically increase spending. A better car, a larger house, more subscriptions, more expensive habits, more obligations.
Financially successful people often resist this automatic expansion. Instead of upgrading everything, they upgrade selectively. They allow income to grow faster than expenses. That difference becomes wealth. Not overnight, but over time. Part 7. They let compounding do the heavy lifting. One of the quietest wealth-building habits is simply staying invested. Not constantly chasing trends, not constantly changing strategies, not constantly reacting to headlines. Just remaining consistent. Because compounding needs time, and time rewards patience. At first, progress feels slow, then noticeable, then surprisingly powerful. Many people quit before reaching that stage. Quiet wealth builders don't. Part 8. They protect their downside. Wealth isn't only about making money. It's also about avoiding unnecessary losses. That's why financially successful people often prepare for emergencies, maintain financial buffers, avoid taking risks they don't understand, and think carefully before making large commitments. Protecting what you've built is just as important as building it, because recovering from major losses often takes years, sometimes decades. Part 9. They never stop learning. Money changes, markets change, technology changes. The economy changes. Successful wealth builders understand that financial education doesn't end. They continue learning, reading, listening, improving. Not because they know nothing, because they know there's always more to understand. Knowledge influences decisions. Better decisions influence outcomes. And those outcomes compound too. Part 10. They value freedom more than appearance. Perhaps the quietest wealth habit of all is caring more about financial freedom than financial image. Many people spend money trying to look successful. Wealth builders spend money trying to become secure. They understand that freedom isn't always visible. An emergency fund isn't exciting. Investments aren't flashy. Owning assets rarely gets attention. But those things create something far more valuable than attention. They create options. The option to take risks. The option to change careers. The option to help family. The option to retire comfortably. The option to say no. And those options are worth far more than temporary admiration. Part 11. They stay consistent when nobody is watching. The biggest wealth-building habit is consistency. Not for 1 month, not for 1 year, for decades. Making smart decisions when nobody notices. Saving when it isn't exciting. Investing when it feels boring. Being patient when everyone else wants quick results. Because the greatest financial transformations usually happen quietly, without applause, without headlines, without instant gratification. Until one day, years later, people suddenly call them lucky. Final thought. The money habits that quietly build wealth are not complicated. They're not secret. They're not reserved for millionaires. They're available to almost anyone willing to practice them consistently. Spend intentionally. Save first. Invest regularly. Think long-term. Buy assets. Avoid unnecessary lifestyle inflation. Protect your downside. Keep learning. Value freedom over appearances. And stay consistent. Because wealth is rarely built through one extraordinary financial decision. It's usually built through thousands of ordinary decisions made in the same direction. Quietly, patiently, year after year, until one day, those quiet habits produce results that look extraordinary to everyone else. And that's how real wealth is often built.